Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue, and today we're at the 5th annual Fort Roberdeau Rifle Frolic. And this is day one. Yesterday was setup day, and we're going to go out and get to the range and see what's happening. The Fort Roberdeau Rifle Frolic happens every year during Columbus Day weekend. And as I said before, this is the 5th year for this event. And it's really one of the most fun shooting events that you're going to do. It happens each year at the Altoona Rifle and Pistol Club, which is maybe 10 miles north of Altoona in the mountains of Pennsylvania. And for the first 4 years of this event, it was held in conjunction with an 18th century market fair at nearby Fort Roberdeau, which is a county park here in Blair County, Pennsylvania. It's a rebuilt Revolutionary War era fort that was defending some of the strategic lead mines in this area. And it was always a lot of fun having the fort operational and having it manned, by militia units and the market fair out there. So we kind of missed it for this year. The market fair was not a financial success, so they had trouble putting it back on. But the shoot has always been successful, and it just continues to grow. And really, it's one of the fun events of the fall here in Pennsylvania. Well, this is my camp at the Fort Roberdeau Rifle Frolic this year. And, whenever I'm at an event, you can usually find me because I've got the yellow poles on my fly. So, stop by. Well, I'm here with Jim Fulmer. He's the captain of the event. And this is, of course, the 5th annual Fort Roberdeau Rifle Frolic. So, Jim, why don't you tell us a little bit about this event?
This event grew from 5 years ago. We went and had the idea of putting on an event that involved primitive style shooting, combined with a market fair down at the fort. And over the years, has grown and grown, and we've gone and include paper. We shoot all types of muzzleloaders here, but the biggest thing is the primitive shooting. It's the shooting of the flintlocks and smooth bores and keeping traditions alive with the muzzleloaders. The market fair at the fort, basically we've been having the vendors up here now, and it's just grown. This event just continues to grow, and the whole idea of shooting is to have fun, and that's the big thing.
Since primitive shooting is where it's at, let's head up to the woods walk next. All right, I'm here with Jerry Heiser, and Jerry is the primitive range officer for the Fort Roberdeau Rifle Frolic. And Jerry's going to be running the woods walk in a minute, and we'll go along with him. But Jerry, why don't you tell us what a woods walk is?
Okay, it's a lot of, you mix in some of the novelty shooting and some of your hunting skills as far as different ranges. We have about 14 shots, mostly at steel plate targets, varying ranges from 15 yards to 100 yards.
So where most of the matches here are standing in one spot and drilling paper. People on the woods walk are going to be walking up along a trail, and targets are going to present themselves, right?
Right. You'll be walking a trail and shooting at targets out in the woods. There's no paper involved. You either hit it or you miss it. Shoot a string off. And it must be cut clean. If you rub it and it doesn't cut it, it doesn't count.
Got to worry about patches starting to fire today.
The rain last night was good for us.
Oh.
You know what? You grazed it.
Yeah,
but it's still there.
Yeah, it ain't cut off.
Yeah, you grazed it. This is Mickey Mouse. I tried to protect his head. Yeah. Oh, right in the head.
That was which one?
Kurt missed, Brian hit. Boy, you hit his mark. Yeah, they'll blow up. Now, be aware, I'm very tempted to make a minus score if you hit my board. But I didn't. But please don't hit my board. But, call your apple.
The second one from the left.
All right, I'm here at Iron Valley with Wes Christ, and this is a novelty shoot. And Wes, would you tell us about the course?
Well, what we have here is just, as we said, a novelty shoot. We shoot mostly all steel targets. We shoot on the bottom, then we shoot up to about 80 yards up here.
And besides the primitive shoots and the steel shoots over in Iron Valley, there are all manner of paper target matches to shoot at Fort Roberdeau as well. And this is just a selection of the paper targets that you can shoot for different matches with rifles or smoothbores and even handguns. So there's something for everybody. All right, this is the main paper target area. There's always a lot of action over here. As you can see, there's a mix of period correct dress and contemporary dress. And we got young shooters, more mature shooters. Just a good bunch.
Of course, we haven't had a Ford season. I think so.
How you shooting, little buddy?
I'll be all right, but man.
Good.
Right in the middle of his arm, his leg.
I think he's winning the juniors.
It's right in the middle of his
There's
leg.
only one here.
The Rifle Frolic at Fort Roberdeau is a very family-friendly event. You'll see husbands and wives, fathers and sons. It's just a wonderful, wonderful place to bring a family, do a little history, a little camping, make some smoke. I'm here with Scott Elsley, and Scott is one of the top shooters in any camp. And he's going to explain to us the importance of a proper shooting stance for good, accurate, offhand shooting. So Scott, go ahead and tell us how you do it.
Right, first of all, these are not a modern rifle with the drop and cast off. You want to keep your feet 90 degrees, keep your hips straight, but turn your body, your upper torso. All you want to do is keep your feet up, keep it elbow up high. It brings the gun stock into you, and it locks it in for a better hold. Your point of view won't change. Pretty simple.
Well, even though they're not having the market fair this year, you can still find some vendors up here at the shoot. And this is Scott Bryan's tent, and he is a bag maker, and he makes, as you can see, some beautiful stuff. So why don't we meet him? Hey, Scott.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Well, what's your favorite thing out there? Why don't you tell me about that?
I like this bag here, and the reason I like this bag here is my friend had shot the elk out in Colorado with his muzzleloader, and he come to me with this piece of fur, and he said it ripped off of his hide. Could I use something with it? So I ended up using that elk mane for the inlays. Then it's brain tan on the inside with a nice tapestry lining on it. They're all hand stitched, all waxed linen.
Now you do some beautiful work.
Thank you.
Every night at 7 o'clock, there's a shooters meeting over in the clubhouse, and they award the prizes from the events that day. and then we all just socialize and have a good time. And it really is just a wonderful atmosphere. You make friends that you'll have for the rest of your life. You have a good time shooting. And, you know, it's unfortunate, but Sunday just seems to come too soon when we have to break down camp and head for home. But at least there's always next year.